All right, cut two.
Cut
That's my
two.
fumble.
Excellent. Cut two. Freddy's doghouse explodes. They're screaming and yelling, and the whole thing burns down, and it falls into the swamp. Oh, wait, no. He just lays there whimpering for a while, which is just as good.
Okay.
No problem. Anyway.
It really is overrated.
Jameis isn't coming in as well, but Freddy is. And Mike kilobytes per second are showing as strong. I suspect.
You're fine for me.
What's that?
You're fine for me.
Oh, okay. Weird. All
I can
right.
reload again if you think that'll help.
No.
Takes 5.
Just try to enunciate more or something, because I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's your mic or something. Don't know.
Because there's a bit of delay between when you talk and he talks, and it sometimes cuts out.
Is it on my end, do you think, or his, or what? Should I reload? I can
Might be.
reload. I'll try reloading.
Try reloading.
Here we go.
That's the internet. I was expecting that to be it's only because I had the two. I can basically have two. I can do it cards.
I'm just.
He just
That's
slipped
only
his
because
way
of that.
through.
Otherwise, it would have been.
Yeah.
There's a second person that I know who's not had to spend any hero points doing that on their first attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching Jameis do was like watching a eel that had been greased up sliding through something. It was just quick and easy for him. So,
Yeah, okay.
Right.
There you go.
Well, that should make things a lot easier now.
it's the next day. Right, Reb, some people invite you to go with them and get some chow and stuff.
Right.
No problem. They're doing the never-ending perpetual stew pot type deal. It pretty much it's they're working on baking, but their baking skills aren't great yet. But it's something that they're working on. But you notice that there's a lot of different jobs and stuff going on. It's like a fucking beehive of producing shit. Like there's people working leather, there's people tooling and dyeing leather, and there's people making wallets and shit. There's a large town crammed into a big embassy worth of people here. And plus, on top of that, the guards are rhino-headed people, and the non-furry type people are a mix of like mostly human, but also all the typical playable fantasy races you can think of are mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Plus one dude with a weird Lego head for some fucking reason you can't figure out.
That's called Thanos.
Yes, he does, but I'm giving up on that. It's pretty minor sandy loss. So yeah, just see him. Yeah. Plus, people are just everybody else is acting cool with it, so you don't have to kill them yet. So there you go. That's what's going on there. Around you're up for several hours and stuff. Give me a. People are asking for your help in different projects, and you haven't seen Freddy around. You want to help them out?
I would work on up at some point.
Oh, I know when you're showing up and when he wakes up. So, right, give me a leatherworking roll and a baking roll.
Sure. Where's my learn? There it is.
Yeah, they're trying you out to see if you're. Oh my God! Right, no problem. You've got a piece of leather that somehow has been glued to your fucking arm that you can't get off without causing yourself more damage. So they suggest leaving it there. It should drop off on its own eventually.
Oh, no, cooking was a base 20, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah. And eventually at around 10 or so, Freddy rolls in. He's like, today, eat some stew. And looks at you. He's got a weird piece of fucking leather glued to his arm and stuff. They managed to cut it so that it's just kind of the shape of his arm, so there's not a big flappy thing or whatever. And they're like, yeah, I don't think you're going to become a great leather worker.
I would have changed back into typical clothes for the zone.
Great.
Out of my village gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
Well,
problem.
Trying to get ready.
I would have actually kept it as a full flappy thing.
Ah, all right. Yeah,
And
you've
then
got a
draws
big floppy thing.
I'm just trying to blend into where we may or may not be going, but that's not the kind of clothing they wear.
What's with is ventriloquism a writing school?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to try to make your floppy leather into your new...
Yeah, not quite. Not as horrendous fail as but you can see my lips moving easily. Hello, I'm Flappy Leatherpiece.
Several people look at each other like, oh, he's friends with him. Oh. It looks like people are kind of shying away from you a bit now, Reb. Before, you were just like, hey, it's a new guy. And then it's like, oh, you're friends with him. Yeah. And people are kind of like, oh, talk to you later, and just going the fuck away. Because apparently, Freddy doesn't have any fucking juice here. He may have negative juice. It's like you were starting to maybe get ready to hang out with some of the cool kids, and then Freddy came in and wah, wah. Not sure what's up with
buddy.
that. What's that?
He's my buddy, though, so,
Well, yeah. You definitely feel a connection with him. But it looks like other people will have a wide mix of reactions to Freddy. Reb, give me a empathy roll for some examples.
that's all I'm going to... Oh, I thought I'd fail it.
It ranges from fear of him to disgust to animosity to not caring if he's around or not. It's not anything really super positive and shit. He's not the kind of guy who's popular at all here. It's almost like he's done various war crimes but gotten acquitted by technicality type thing. Yeah. Who knows what kind of horrors he's unleashed on these poor people. Well, he does, obviously, and they do, but you don't, so there you go.
Well, I guess I should welcome you officially. Congratulations. I don't know how you did it, but well done.
We've been before.
Several people are kind of like, just kind of casually hanging out. One guy leans forward toward you guys so much he fell off his stool. He lays there on the ground like he wanted to be on the ground so that he doesn't draw more suspicion.
He's going to cool like the cool. That's what
He just kind of...
I certainly wouldn't have been able to stitch that letter on so well, but hey.
Yeah, it's a piece of art.
Give me empathy rolls again. Both of you can try.
Yes.
Empathy.
Oh, that seems to have dissuaded them. Nobody's interested. Freddy, everybody's paying attention to you regardless of whatever story you're telling. They're like, yeah, he could be talking about that, but he may say something interesting soon. Just stay tuned.
All right. Well, now that you've trained yourself in the arts of leatherworking, would you like to go exploring, or?
Yeah, there was that place that we were talking about.
Sure. Come into my abode, and we shall leave.
Right.
Don't
Now you've
do
described
it!
it.
You hear Reb, don't do it! You hear from the back of the crowd.
Yeah,
I use the flip to go, bye, see you later.
Some of the people wave like, hey, he's a weird one. All right. And you and Flappy and Freddie head off.
yeah, we'll go to the doghouse so I can tell them a bit more about the zone and what we need to prepare for.
No problem. There's several other people that like kind of seem to be walking the same direction as you are when you head to the doghouse.
Okay.
They seem to be hanging out near the doghouse. One guy's just casually laying on the roof of the doghouse, just relaxing, you know.
Dad, climb all the way up. Oh shit.
You know, he's got the glass that's helping prop his head up.
I pull out a trump.
There's no
Let's go
privacy
to
here.
let's go to the other place.
Which trump are you pulling out?
Hold on, what was the name of it? The basement of the Golden Wattle.
All right, he pulls out a trump that shows like a table with a potted plant and that looks fake and shit.
I reach up and grab the pant leg of the guy on the roof and just sort of pull it. Hey, how you going up there?
Hey, I'm good. I'm just a little tired, he says. And right, he trumps you guys to a what? You're wanting to pull him in?
Yeah, we'll pull him off the roof.
Sure, give me a strength roll as you work on becoming the next Freddy. He's like, no time for love. He holds up his pants. Right, Freddy trumps you guys off to some lit basement. Looks like, actually, is the staff allowed down here, Freddy?
This is the Trump arrival room.
How
It's
is it
only
lit?
made for, torches and stuff.
So, who refills the torches, Freddy?
And the doors.
Are they allowed down here?
I
didn't think they were, Freddy. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a one-way only exit door down here, Freddy.
Yeah, and the doors wrestling how he designed it.
We'll say that the lights are not working, hence you can't trump there at this time, because I don't think the players thought that through.
Okay, fine. Then I'll jump near the Golden Wattle, as I have one of those as well.
Okay,
There's
cool.
a nice park or something we can just go to, or if we're we just go outside the embassy. We just go outside. We've been out before. It's fine. You know, we just grab one of the horses, go for a ride.
He's constantly wanting to ride around on horses and shit.
Oh, on the horse. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Sure, fine. No trumps, even though I love trumps. We'll go outside the embassy.
You guys go over. Both of you give me animal handling horse to saddle up. Ding 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 ding. Right. Let me see if the stable master notices. He's like, hold on a minute. Comes over, fixes shit, looks at you guys. Do you actually know how to ride? Are these horses going to come back? They are property of the embassy, he says.
Yeah, I can ride.
He looks suspiciously at Freddy and says, if either of these horses don't return or are burned to death, I'm going to tell McKay it was you.
Reb, can I just ride with you?
Shouldn't have two people on one horse, he says.
Yeah. I mean, I can lead your horse.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to walk the horses?
I'm going to be. Remember yesterday we took the horses.
Oh, no. The guy was asking, are you going to walk the horses?
Oh, we're going to ride the horses.
Oh, I see. You're just sticking them on. You know, you could just put him over. If you put him over long ways, you just tie his hands and feet and put him over the saddle and tie him to the saddle.
Oh.
What?
No, we got the horses.
All right. You guys saddle up. Both of you give me ride rolls. See if you need to end up leading Freddy, or Freddy's horse inexplicably burst into flame. On a fumble, I'm just going to have it burst into flame.
Wow.
Aha!
It can do that anyway when I'm not stopping, but yeah.
Yeah, you guys are both able. Freddy's doing the controlling it with his knees, shit, and all that, and you're like, "Why'd you say you couldn't ride, dude?" You guys ride out into the country, and you're having a beautiful ride. You notice that even the most determined eavesdropper is left far behind as you ride out into the glorious countryside. There's various small farms and such around, lots of an assload of small farms, but there's also a lot of uncut woodland around. Give me an evidence analysis roll, Jameis, to learn something new about stuff. Also, all the farmers are only these furry guys. There's like 20 different kinds of furry heads and stuff that people have. Cats, rats, stuff like that.
Yeah. Made it.
Oh, great. You notice that they are really, they're not like expanding very fast. They seem to be really clustered around the city. The farms are small and kind of clustered around the city. Almost like they're scared to go out on their own, or maybe they have a really big herding instinct or something. So very quick.
Well, I can't even talk about doing a freaking watchtower with the gators. Useless bastards.
Right. And well, that is a bit further away. I mean, you guys could make a ride out to that and, hang out there and hope that nothing drops in.
Nice ride somewhere.
No problem. You guys have as much privacy as you've ever seen. In fact, for Freddy, he's actually shocked that nobody is like around and stuff. Other than, both of you give me spot hidden rolls at half.
It's the damn squirrels, isn't it?
It's always the squirrels. Holy shit. Cool. Freddy.
Not a half.
Cool. You do spot from behind a tree. You're pretty sure you see this.
Ah. I'm glad I didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. It looks at you, and it goes, and ducks back.
I tip my hat. Sorry, a bit busy.
No problem. You see two of them. One like on the tree. One comes from this way. One comes from this. And they look at each other, look at you guys, and begin running after you. Fortunately, you're on horseback.
Come on, we need to go.
What's that?
To go. I said to Red, we're being chased, but call the Quins.
Oh, those fuckers again.
Rev, give me a spot hidden roll at half. Your eyes just keep trying to slide off of them. It's almost like they're somebody else's. You don't know what he's talking about, but
last time.
Perfect. Both of you give me your horsemanship riding if you want to go fast and lose them. If you simply make this roll, you lose them. No problem. Freddy, you decide to stay and deal with them. Reb gallops off, leaving you behind with them. You give me, Freddy, your horse seems to freak out when they get closer to you because you can't make it go as fast as you want to. It seems to be interested in stopping instead. So give me an animal handling horse so that your horse doesn't rear and throw you.
Okay.
Reb has galloped off. He's in a different county now going, I think we're safe. He looks over to where Freddy should be. Well.
Yeah.
Maybe animal handling.
No problem. You maintain your mount, and as they come up, and you go into standard combat. It's just Freddy now. Jameis has galloped off because he at least knows how to ride a horse. So, round one.
Let me know if there's anything worthy of. No, there isn't. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna read off the approved action because you might be able to skill whore your way to victory. Villains are first.
Yeah, but I'm not going to attack the horse. I'll tell you that right now.
Villains are first. Heroes are second, but hasted. Attack is approved. So for their round, they attempt to grab the horse so they can prevent you from leaving. And, oops, hold on a second. I need their fucking grabby stat real quick here. Because this is another unresolved bit of bother. Because the PCs like it. Yes, they do. There it is. Revealing binder. Oh my God. Oh, these guys are fucking super duper skilled. That's awesome. I'm totally into it. Oh, and they're always okay. The first one tries its first attack to basically grab your reins. At its reduced chance, it goes grabs the reins, and the other one just kind of pulls out its katana, and then the first one throws something to hit you in the chest, Freddy. It appears to be, looks like a severed bear's claw. Tunk. No damage, it just bounces off your chest, lands in front of you on the saddle. It's a fucking bear's claw. You're not sure what's up with that. And Hero's turn.
Are they both within range of me?
Totally.
I hit the one in the... While I'm on the horse, I try to hit the one with the katana.
Give me a kick roll.
No, it's better.
You can do it.
And not sure.
Damn. No, isn't kick something? Isn't it a separate skill?
No,
That's
unarmed is absorbed to all that shit.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You must its hair. Okay, your next action.
Does it start like it normally did before? Does it freak out since I did damage to it?
Does it freak out?
should
You're not
tell you.
sure. Yeah, and you're not sure how much damage it requires to freak out. What do you do now?
Okay,
You've got one action left.
I will kick the other one.
Go for
Hey.
it. You flail away at it. Right. And now we go to next round. Heroes are first. Wildly gesticulating is approved. Like, look at this mountain. Look at these trees. It's all beautiful. The smells. Oh my God, it smells so fresh. You feel like you're in a fucking commercial for cigarettes.
See, Freddie was there, and then he went to was over there, and then he was back there, and then he was
Take
over
card,
there.
Jameis.
and then back there.
Right, you are amazingly first, Freddy, before they get to kill you.
I hit the other one again.
Fuck off.
Ooh,
Ah,
56.
get some.
5.
All right, that one was a bit more than the slap the other one got. So keep track of the damage, and let's see. For their actions, the one with the drawn katana attempts to jump up and stand on the back of your horse. He's the one you just slapped around a little bit.
Yep.
Ooh, I just got a +20 of acrobatics if he wants that.
Nice. It's now standing on the back of the horse. It, for its other action, it's standing behind you, and it just goes, tries for a cool decapitation, because these guys are, well, yeah, it gets a cool decapitation stroke. And,
These things really are. The haste is a natural ability.
yeah,
Yeah.
horrifying. 8 real points of damage as it digs into your neck a bit.
Okay.
And the other one, for its action, it's holding the reins, and it just got done throwing a bear claw at you, and then you give it a good kick, and it kind of looks a little bit like, and it goes, and holds out his hand. So, next round. Heroes are first. Being in the driver's seat of a vehicle is approved. Both of you guys take a card. That's close enough for Logan.
Yeah.
So, Freddy, or what are you doing?
Well, I'll play my Spark of Divinity first of all.
Fair enough.
I will. I'll try to knock the one behind me off. Try and push it off.
Give me unarmed. If you make it, give me a strength, as it is literally doing a Legolas thing and standing on your fucking horse. Yeah, you flail away ineffectually at it. It goes and prepares to go from the other side.
Calm down.
What's that? You doing what? Oh,
It's my
reroll?
reroll.
It looks disappointed. Give me a strength roll. Lower is better. You place your hand on its leg and run it up a bit. It looks uncomfortable. And
I'm gonna spend a hero point. Fuck it.
You sure?
no hero point?
No, I will.
You are?
Well,
You continue molesting
Let's hope
this creature.
Hopefully, going to save a lot later. Except when you do that.
Well, the one still got his reins. That's his big issue right now. That's the strings on the horse that, you know, you can lead it around by because it's got a special bit in its mouth and shit. So, right, you continue molesting the creature behind you. It looks uncomfortable. You're worried about getting reported to the Me Too movement and no more Harlequins for you. So, are you done with your action? Are you spending more hero points? No? You good?
yes.
Very good. All right. The one in back, it will go for a called shot and try to chop off your one remaining hand that you were molesting it with because it doesn't like it. Ching! Your hand. Oh, wait. Wrong dice. Sorry. Ignore that. 5 points. God damn it. Double hook for you.
Oh, it's off?
How much damage would that be? Yeah, it's up to you on if it's off or not. If it isn't off, then it's definitely not happy because you've taken 8 already, so you're up to like 13 points. I think that's more than sufficient total to take it off, but it's up to you.
I prefer it not to be off.
All right, then it's just super, super hurting.
Okay.
Cool. And the one that's holding the reins retracts its hand, and for a tasted action, it puts out its hand again.
Okay.
Next round. It's still holding your fucking reins.
I've completely forgotten what it is that they're after.
Most people seem to.
Never mind.
Heroes are first, villains are second, defending is approved. So, Freddy, it's your action. The one's just chopping the fuck out of you from behind. The other one's looking a bit confused, but doing its other weird dance with its hand. It's doing a hand dance. What?
I use my thing to heal up.
You use your special ability. You are now A-OK.
And kick the one that's holding the reins off.
Excellent. I'm going to need something special on this because he is holding the reins, and even if you kick him away, he might still be holding the reins, and that'll just fuck with the horse. By the way, the horse is freaking the fuck out. You're not even sure it'll do what you want if you get hold of the reins again. Or it could just run in a random direction, which right now is sounding good to you. You're definitely hitting it. Give me something really special for a strength roll here.
And I still do damage, right?
Sure. Do enough damage and yeah, you molest it, but go ahead and roll damage.
It's up to 9.
All right. Good news for you. And let me check on the horse, which is freaking the fuck out. It's actually holding it together, but it's like, and you can feel it shaking and stuff because it wants to go berserk, but it hasn't yet. Once it does, then it'll probably trample you to death. It'll get you off of it and trample you to death. So, the villain's turn. The one releases the reins. Simple actions 5 meters away. Turns. First action. Pulls out throwing star. Second action. Throws it into you. Says Freddy. And you take a throwing star for... Oh, by the way, 0 Sandy roll. God damn it. Let's see. The throwing star, there it is, D4. 3
I
points.
think the players are losing sand from dealing with these damn things.
3 points more from the throwing star, Freddie. And the one behind you, who's standing on your horse, attempts now, since it went from one side and went from the air, it goes for straight down. And it gets a crit. Apparently, that was the way to fucking go.
I'll probably, yeah.
Only 11 more points.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So, in we go to next round. This round, heroes are first and hasted. Maneuvers approved. Ooh, there's a little tricky thing if you want to ride your horse. That's a kind of maneuver, Jameis. If you want to jump over these small sticks that are laying on the ground.
Watch me fumble. Come on.
That would be a super awkward time to fumble. Ha ha, he says. Ha ha ha, I am the horseman of doom. Ha ha ha. Take a card, Jameis. Meanwhile, Freddie and his life or death struggle, it shows Jameis getting, like, there's some furry farmers in the distance and they hold up placards and it's like 7, 8, 7. You know.
All right, so for my first action, I'm attempt to knock this guy off.
You're kind of surprised he hasn't fallen off yet, but yeah, sure, go for it. I mean, he may just fall off if you start galloping away.
That was only my second action anyway.
So,
Strength by half.
all right,
Finally.
and let's see. He's going to go for his strength roll or actually, no, he'll go for Dex. He's Dexy.
Is up to 5 total.
No problem. You hit him in the leg, and he, for his first action, does a front flip and lands one-footed on the horse, and he's like, but silently, because they don't make noise for some reason. He cackles silently at you, but he does take damage. How much is he up to?
5.
5? No, he's still in. And for his second...
Okay, you know what?
Oh, you get your second action. Yeah, sorry.
You know what? This thing dies. Unarmed.
You continue beating on it. Ooh.
And strength again, just in case I'm able to push it off. Half.
Yeah, maybe. I'm more curious about damage. How much total is he up to?
7.
Cool. You're not sure, because I'll just go with his roll, if he jumped off or if you pushed him off, but either way, he's back away. Simple action, 5 meters away. For his first action then, or his second action, he pulls out throwing stars. Meanwhile, the other one throws 2 more into you just to let you know he's still around. One of them missed. You can't fucking believe it. The other one's 2 points. Says Freddie. And let's see. Your horse, he rolls his keeping it together. Now, your horse has lost it. It begins running in a random direction. Let's see. If I roll, pick a number between 1 and 8 inclusive, Freddie.
6.
6. If I get 6, that's the direction Jameis went, which would be something. And it's close to the direction he went, so you might be able to steer him back around. It's not the opposite. So we go to next round. Heroes are still first. Villains have a great chance of getting knocked down if they take damage. Doing something involving an animal is approved. Both of you take cards as you're on horseback.
Can't get more than that.
Are you going to pervert out on your animal? Is that what you're telling me?
Okay. Play the old linguist card.
Oh, well done.
Mandarin.
Cool. Right, Freddie, you're first. What do you want to do?
So the horse ran off.
The horse is running off with you on it.
So how far am I from?
It's going. It's going fast, but not faster than throwing stars.
Okay. I'll just defend that part of my action as the horse is just running.
Keep in mind that if you dodge, you may throw yourself off the horse.
I can keep my balance. It's fine.
You can what?
I'll keep my balance. It's fine.
Cool. Your dodge will be at a huge negative as you can barely ride. If you want to, you can just try to steer the horse for your ride.
I can. I thought it was out of control.
It
Sure, I'll
is,
steer
but you're trying to like pull it around, possibly the direction Jameis went.
Yeah, okay, I'll steer the horse then.
So no dodging. Got it. Right. 4 throwing stars get thrown at you as they begin sprinting after you. They are a little slower than a horse, though, so they're only going to get a couple rounds of throwing shit at you. This one's at full, though. Pew, 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 pew. Throwing stars thud into you. It just shows him lined up in his back. He's like, I'm in so much pain. Pew, 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 pew. Holy Christ. Okay, so 4, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, 10.
Says Freddy. Just shows blood coming out of his mouth. I'm not happy. This is a private ride. I wanted to talk to Jameis. So you guys, you're galloping off. Jameis is like, meanwhile, it just shows like the dappled sunlight coming through the trees.
Oh, nice.
And there's like really nifty colored birds doing amazing bird songs. You're going to love this round. This is where it gets really weird. Heroes are first and heal. Any damage you've got goes away. Preferred action is screaming, the pain, the pain.
The pain.
Take a card, Jameis. Right. So now, if you'd like, while you're riding, Freddy, if you want to do animal handling to try to calm the animal down, you can. Or you can just hold on.
I just want to get away from them. So
either way, that's happen. You're pretty sure that's going to happen, but you may get knocked off by branches and shit. You're not sure. You want to try riding or animal handling?
I'll try one sec. I'll try riding.
Go for it.
Animal handling. Sorry.
Animal handling. Okay, you try to get the horse. Oh, your horse is like, okay, it's starting to calm down quickly. Meanwhile, for range, as they're falling farther and farther behind, they attempt to do their last volley of throwing stars, all of them into Freddy's back. Here, I'm just going to roll this way. They're needing 45s. Roll 4D 100. Go, team! Wow, all of them fucking missed. They chose them hitting trees and shit like that.
Oh, one came close.
One hit the horse. The horse is like, and right, you gallop off. Eventually, you get back together with Jameis. There's probably some bracelet activity involved. I'm near the farm that has the big blue cow at it or whatever. So eventually,
just now.
yeah. Eventually, you guys get back together, and he comes riding up. His shirt is just covered in blood and shit. He looks okay though.
What'd you do to the horse?
The horse is slightly wounded, and you know that you're going to blame him for that.
Yeah.
Just ride the horse, it says. Just go for a walk to the countryside. What could possibly go wrong?
What did go wrong?
It's a good thing you're my hero. Otherwise, I'd be very, very upset. Did you not see the Harlequins?
No.
What do you mean you didn't see the...
I didn't see the Harlequins.
By the way, I grabbed the bear claw and I just shred it, like, stomp on it and destroy it.
He gets off of his horse and begins attempting to destroy a large, real bear claw. It looks like it really came from a bear. And he's jumping up and down on it and screaming in rage and sweating. And his shirt is like just dripping blood. And one of the farmers like leaning on his hoe and just watching, like he's got like the thing of grain.
Tell me your secrets, bear claw.
He screams at it. And the farmer's like, that boy ain't right. He says, but he's watching because this is the most entertainment he's getting all day.
Yeah.
When he goes round the pub, this would be the fucking main story. What are you doing while this is going on, Jameis? Sitting on your horse. By the way, these are not quite like earth horses. They're kind of a weird lizardy skinned horse. You don't know why.
Don't worry, it's Freddy Firestarter.
Ah, says the farmer. He looks at it. He looks at his fucking grain a bit nervously.
I just leave the bear claw behind somewhere.
Okay. You're pretty sure that it is significant in some way, but you choose to leave it behind.
Okay, if he's giving it behind, I'm going to grab it because it's a bear claw, and you don't get one of those every.
Yeah, this one's
Wait,
been
what?
stomped on and shit and shouted at a lot.
It might be a tracking device. I don't know what that is.
It's a bear claw.
That's what they want you to think.
It's just such a weird thing to find. It's like, because you haven't seen any bears in this world. You're not sure what's up with it. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'll give it to the farmer. Here, there's a souvenir.
Wow. Why, thank you, young fella. What's your name?
Wait, no. Sorry.
He puts it behind his back instinctively. What? He says,
It's diseased. Sorry. Come here.
give me a fast talk roll at a quarter. I've been told never to believe anything Freddy Firestarter tells me. It's on posters.
No.
He says, yeah, I'm pretty tough. I'll survive it. I
Here's
got
$5.
what?
Here's $5.
25. Give me a bargain roll.
Fumble. 50.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. You have $25 on you?
$5.
He's not parting for less than $25. That's why I asked, do you have $25 on you?
I do, but I'm not giving him $25.
He's not giving you the bear claw.
I stare directly into his eyes and say, "You're gonna give me that claw, or I'm gonna take this star and ram it up your face."
He looks over at Reb and goes,
Come on, Freddy. You let him have the Eolus. Come on, Eolus. Let him have the bear claw.
this is the coolest thing I've gotten all day, he says. All week, actually. Well, maybe 2 weeks. Actually, it could be longer than that. He begins to look a bit depressed.
Let him have this.
Yeah. Daddy, what's wrong? Go back in the house now. Red laughs
I'll
at
pull
you.
out 25. I grab $25 and say, at the same time,
Give it to Reb, and I'll give the bear claw to Reb. I trust, or that fellow there, I trust him.
Yeah.
I'll give the money to him.
He gives you the bear claw. He looks depressed about losing the bear claw. Right, he's got $25. He goes, we're going to eat good for now, but I'm going to the pub later. You hear, oh, no, you're not, from inside. Oh, yes, I am, woman. He goes off to the house to argue with his wife. I got $10, $7 here. She's like, 10. He's like, yeah. Right, they go off to have a domestic issue. And
Everything. Every time. I just want to go do something. But no, the universe is, no, I can't do anything. Harlequins. And then,
as he
riots
says
everywhere.
that, it begins to rain on him softly.
So, what do you want to talk about anyway?
As soon as I start talking, I know something will happen. So maybe I should just not say anything. I gotta sit under a tree while it rains. Alright,
Are you wanting to join them under the tree, Reb?
Well, I'll bring the horses over as well, so they'll
Right.
be rained.
They're grazing. The farmer brings you guys. He comes out and he's got like some sort of flask of something with a cork in it, and it's got like some weird markings on it, and he has some little stone cups. He gives them to you.
You got salve for the horse?
The hell did you do to your horse? He looks accusingly at Freddy.
jumped by thugs.
And you let your horse get hurt?
I saved the horse.
I'll be right back. Don't let him have the jug. He gives a jug to rub. He heads back to the house, comes back with some salve, and he's trying his horse doctoring thing on it. For some reason, he's a horse doctor. He's like, there, and the horse is like, I love you. And he brings some little stools and stuff, and you guys are sitting around drinking what tastes suspiciously like something it tastes like it could be used for paint peeler or something.
Made from apples. Well, mostly apples.
Pick a card. That's exactly what I was just thinking. So what do you want to talk about? Says the farmer. To Freddy. Freddy just looks like the whole universe is shit on him.
A replenish.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you want to play it. I don't have anything particularly.
Because aside from the victory, I just got a bunch of plus cards, which I'm not really. I'll just run through what I've got to say through them out. Acrobatics plus 20. Go away. Surveillance plus 20. Yeah, who cares? Super jump, which I'm sure the Harlequin would have wanted. And the old pharmacy plus 20.
Yeah, sure.
And then replenish.
Are you keeping all your cards, Freddy?
I'm gonna get rid of them.
So, play immediately. Not a problem.
Which one do you get?
Getting paranoid.
You have the strangest feeling that somebody is out to get Freddy. And it makes you paranoid because you realize you're within the blast radius if they blew him up. In fact, the tree itself could be a giant fucking explosive device disguised as a tree. And that they lured Freddy under it somehow.
Damn. Just outside of Happy Holidays. I'm not going to keep unless you want it, Freddie, I'm not going to keep it.
Grab this stuff card.
He says,
it's not.
The badger-headed farmer's like, my name is Gavin. You're on my land.
It's the hero. Ding, ding, ding.
He says, I'm not even going to charge you rent. In fact, I'm going to pour you this drink here. $10 goes quite a way with Mrs. Gavin.
I appreciate it.
I'm Rib.
Rib, it's nice to meet you. At least a man who knows how to not get his horse injured. Horses are important. They help with the farming and carry loads, all kinds of things. You gotta know how to. In fact, why don't you take this paste, and if your horse gets injured again, you just put a little bit around the wound and try not to piss it off.
Thank you kindly.
Why are you so bloody?
Damn it.
I told you we would jump by thugs.
You need a doctor?
No.
You look like you were down quite a bit of blood, though.
Yes, well, I'm also a doctor, and I
I'll be right back. He gets up and stomps off to he says he stomps off to the house. He comes back with a fucking shirt, and he says, put this on. Give me that old one. It looks like a simple homespun shirt, but you know it's a little bit big on you. But
yeah. What animal is it?
Badger.
It's a badger.
Badger. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Good choice.
Yeah. He looks at his eyes widen a bit when you take off your super duper bloody shirt because you are totally unwounded. He's like, like that, is it? He says.
Us Australians have a unusual constitution.
And unusual launderers.
Yes.
So, what are you guys doing here?
Well, we were just going for a walk when we were jumped by thugs.
Yeah, there are some of the undesirable types, but they're pretty rare around here.
Yes, unfortunately, they seem to enjoy messing with us Australians.
What's that metal disc thingy there?
What metal disc?
Pulls the throwing star out of you. This.
Oh, this is the weapons they use.
Huh.
Oh, hey.
Oh, if you want any of the throwing stars, roll a d6, Freddie.
Sure, why not?
That's how many of them there are. Yeah. He leans forward and prepares to put it back in where he found it.
Okay, thank you.
Does that go off throw of their own? Is it a separate skill for throwing stars?
That's a skill. Take 3 points as he carefully inserts the throwing star back into your body.
What are you doing?
Putting it back where I found it. I thought you liked it there. So sorry.
I literally said no.
Oh, I'm terribly here. Have another drink. Here, I'll fix that up. He goes off. He comes back. He borrows some of the fucking goop that they put on the horse. He smears that on the wound, and he tries to first aid.
Yeah, I've got a hot ready alcohol from it.
Yeah, there you go. He says, you're going to be right as rain. 1 point back. There you are. Good as new. Now, when that goop starts to smell kind of funny, you're going to want to change it. And the bandage.
Stick to horses, please.
So, you guys going to be celebrating a holiday coming up?
No, we're just waiting for the rain to stop and then we need to leave.
There's a holiday coming up?
Oh, yeah, they're having Kinley Giving in another week. It's one of them Australian holidays. They brought it over with them.
They seem to be awfully reluctant to leave the embassy.
Oh yeah. They small groups of them go out and stuff, but they all seem to like to stay there. But they do come around sometimes. They got book wagon thing that they bring around, and they give teaching and stuff for food. Yeah.
Handy.
Oh yeah, my little ones, he learned most of the alphabet. 2 eggs get you 12 letters.
Only 12?
There aren't that many good ones, he says. Yeah. He said, you guys sit there and while away the time. It's kind of nice to be able to, oh shit, are those guys ever going to catch up with me? You begin to worry about that because you worry about other things, because horses' tracks are pretty obvious.
Yeah, but it's also raining, so mud and stuff will maybe wash them away.
Maybe. Unless they're expert trackers.
What's the odds of that?
Alright, well, come on, we need to get ready for our expedition.
Yeah, now, sit and chaw a while. There, I got some baccy, he says. He pulls out a big fucking lump and a knife. Want some? Starts shaving off some.
I wouldn't want to impose, thank you.
Not at all, he says. I'm just taking a little break. Plus, while you guys are here, it's raining anyway, so Mrs. Gavin isn't going to be too upset. She's in there scrubbing the floors and resurfacing them.
I'm afraid we have work to do, I'm sorry. Maybe some other time.
You sure I can't talk you into staying for dinner tonight?
Maybe some other time.
What?
Unless Rabbit's really hungry.
You could eat.
It is a place to stay.
Just looking at the house, you're thinking that it'll probably be dinner, and then they'll move aside the furniture so they can sleep in there. This is a very simple, small cottage.
Thank you kindly, Gavin, but we need to be getting on with.
He looks sad.
Stuff.
Yeah, all right. I understand. Well, yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
Certainly. We'll clean off your blood and turn that into dusters for the missus. She always likes something new to dust with. Plus, the blood will give it a bit of an edge. Maybe she'll go show and tell stories to her lady friends or whatever they do. You know how women get. Bored out of their minds. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys prepare to mount up. Freddy's horse gives him a very dubious look.
I'm not gonna ride it.
You're just going to walk the horse and hope nothing chases you?
I'm better off not on the horse.
Are you wanting to ride off? Reb just shows him right away. Freddy's like,
We can walk for a bit, but we'll need to ride to get back.
ding, 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 ding. Now, if you've got 60% or better in the riding thing, you don't need to make another ride roll. If you don't, you barely know what you're doing. All right. Go ahead and give me riding rolls as you guys eventually get tired of walking through the mud and decide that the horses are already stuck doing it. So you're going to have to mount up to get back before nightfall because night is coming.
Skill 10.
Winter is coming. Night is coming. Everything is coming. Reb rides off as Freddy just kind of laying across his horse like, this sucks. Reb rides back, grabs the reins, leads your horse off. No problem. Freddy's just looking. Freddy looks as though somebody came and pissed on his leg and told him it was raining. You eventually get back. The guy looks at the goop, looks at Freddy. You did that horse?
Nothing, it's fine.
He comes over and puts his fist under your nose and he says, if you hadn't patched it up, we'd be having words, mister.
Wow.
Right. You see that Reb, meanwhile, is over there and he's like just fucking making all the hair stand up. And the guy's like, get away from the horse.
Somehow I have to settle on me now. Stripped around and I'm bound in it.
It's fine. He leads you into your stable, Reb. There you go. Gives you a nice bucket of mash.
Society's to blame.
You get a nice bucket of mash. Eventually, Freddy gets sick of watching you get all the preferential treatment, and you guys you get taken out of your stable and led away, and you guys head somewhere else. Where to?
Okay. Web, we'll go to just somewhere, near the embassy, but not in the embassy, just so we have a quick word.
Well, these are embassy stables, just so you know, but there's plenty of space between the embassy stables and the embassy because the embassy stables don't smell nice.
That's fine.
Unless you're into that.
So we don't need to do too much to prepare for expedition. We just need to.
Hey,
get
Freddy! Freddy! You look like a farmer! He glares at some random passing guy.
Thanks, how do you?
He goes, and walks off. He actually does look like a farmer, though, in your defense.
All we need is some hand-washing clothing, like leather or wool or something. No, not wool, because you'll die of heat. So,
Yeah.
very hot day. Nothing modern, otherwise we'll stand out too much. Don't take...
Your shirt was
I
good.
look around at what we're wearing. Yeah, modern.
Yeah, you're dressed a bit too
This
modern.
is the,
Freddy's new shirt will fit right the fuck in.